Hey buddies, Jose at Wire Ninjas. We are home systems integrators. We build circuits and systems of integrity within the tri-state area. We are also Dreamedia's preferred partner in this area. What does that mean? That means two things. Number one, we make cool, awesome, informative videos for you guys, the audience, Dreamedia, and the install channel. Number two, that means if you need install in this area and you reach out to them for product or install, they're going to refer you to us. Today, we got a cool one for you. We're doing a 5.1.2 from scratch. All full cal, except for the sub, SVS. We're doing an 85-inch Sony panel. It's going to be awesome. Now, we're doing everything from scratch. That means that we're handling the pre-wires and the post-installation as well. But what that also means is that because I'm designing the system, it's given the components we're putting together, the system is going to perform as best as it possibly can. I have complete creative control over this thing. Really cool stuff. We're going to take you inside the install, A to Z, start to finish, all that good stuff. We're going to show you ins and outs, every single thing, every part of the process, what we do, how we get it done. And hopefully you can take these things, implement them for yourself, or use them as a guideline for, designing your system, or, if you're having someone else do it, you have a good understanding of this thing. So I'm very proud to bring you this. And let's get into it. Yeah, we'll take a moment. So SVS PB2000 Pro, that's our woofer. We got a Denon X3700H, really nice receiver. It's usually the best-selling receiver every single year. For speakers, the front, we have the Focal 100 series. It's an LCR speaker. We're doing 3 of these, left, right, and center. And then for the in-ceiling, I believe we have a 100 series ICW6 from Focal. But another special little thing is, let's see. So we have these back cans, these fire-rated back cans from Focal. What does that mean? It's a metal box. It's got acoustic insulation or foam. And they're basically rough-in brackets for when you do finish the ceiling. This ceiling is going to stay unfinished, but more importantly, what they do is they keep the sound in. It provides an enclosure to a speaker that's not normally enclosed. So your typical 6-inch in-ceiling speaker, it's open in the back. You lose a lot of sound in the walls. We want to direct that sound at the listener, to the user. All right, buddies, let's look at some progress. Let's get a little update for you guys. Let's take a look at what happened here. So, again, as usual, we purposely left some areas untouched, some areas halfway done, and some areas fully finished. We do that for the purpose of these videos. I'm trying to pour everything, that means time and effort, into these videos for you guys. That means literally structuring the job site so that I could film in between stages and steps of the progress. I can show you guys exactly how it's gone down here. So, this is our front array. 85-inch Sony went up on the wall. For the mount, we used a VLMP50 Sanus mount. It's a simple tilt mount. It's got a nice large surface area for the bracket. You can always catch 2 studs with it unless there's some extraordinary situation. We caught 2 studs, one in the middle, one on the right side. For the left side, we hit some toggles just because I don't like my mount to bend out. If you don't hit a stud on each ear, sometimes that happens. I like to take any preventative measure to mitigate any nonsense. Now, this is a finished speaker installed in wall. We did Dynamat in wall behind these speakers. They're not enclosed speakers, so we wanted to enclose them, get much better sound in the room. So that's one of the finished ones. We left one completely open for you guys so you can see. This is a completely open cavity before the Dynamat went in the wall. Steve, do me a favor, open that in-wall box. I want to show them that. This is a halfway. So we have our speaker cutout and the Dynamat. The end wall system has been fully installed here. I left this on purpose so you guys can see how good of a job this does sealing the acoustical environment on the inside of the wall so that all the sound comes out as opposed to being lost in the wall. Particularly, Steve, that placard that's in there, that paper, but let's get everything laid out here. For the Sony, the wiring involved 3 HDMIs. It has 4 ports. We only need 1 cord or HDMI cable, so we ran 3 just in case. We used high-grade Vanco Pro cables. 20-footer because I like the extra length for the wiring in the back. And then we also did an IR kit so we can have control of the system from this room. We'll stick that on right in the middle of the TV or in the corner whenever we see fit. That'll be one of the last pieces of this thing. You can check out our 12-gauge circuits I ran through there. I purposely ran them over there to keep them out of sight, out of mind. Let's take a look at these speaker cutouts. Now, this was a very particular situation. We don't have a ceiling. In-ceiling, in-wall speakers are made to be mounted in a drywall. So we had to create a ceiling, or at least pieces of a ceiling, so we could get these speakers mounted. The homeowner plans on leaving this unfinished. So we did what we needed to do to accommodate these speakers. Check it out. We have a full cal enclosure for the 100 series 6-inch in-ceiling speaker. And then we have just a simple drywall cutout ready to go for the 100 series LCR. It's got a fully enclosed speaker, so we don't need additional back boxes for that. This is your Dynamat. There's 3 pieces to this. We have Dynamat goes the first layer. You have some additional Dynamat. This is very particular to automotive settings, but it's awesome in homes and other applications. This material in general is wonderful. The next layer that goes on is this middle layer, this acoustic foam, and then around the speaker, you're going to want to place this around the speaker. It's a very particular method to installing this in the wall. I like to get the 6-inch version of this and cut it to size. Every wall has a different depth, particularly this home, 3.5 inches. It's uncommon, but hey, I get my 6-inch, I custom cut it to size, and everything works beautifully. We're going to get all these speakers installed, and then we'll bring you along the way. I think one of the last things is speakers are going in. We'll validate all our lines, and then we're actually going to do some paint. We're going to paint all this to match the ceiling, and then we can get into the calibration side of things. All right, buddies, we have had ourselves a very long day here. A very long day. I think this is hour 13, but mission accomplished. We are all set here. Let's take a look at what happened. So you have your 85-inch Sony. We have 3 in the front. We have 2 Atmos, top, middle, and then we have 2 surround speakers. Now, a lot more than just pre-wire and post-install under normal condition happen. For these in-ceiling speakers, we actually don't have a ceiling. So what we had to do, let me just check something, Steve, because I don't trust. There we go. So we didn't have a ceiling, so we had to create one, at least for each of the speakers. That's why you can see squares of drywall. We custom fit, cut the size, aesthetically and otherwise, pieces of drywall to fit the pre-construction brackets for the front and to fit the in-ceiling speakers in the back. These have enclosures, no bracket. We learned our lesson there. Also, another thing is we got into paint. So we painted today. You see the paint? So we painted them to match. We ran to 2 Benjamin Moore stores to find this paint. We painted them to match the exact paint that's in this room already. We also painted all the wires. This was requested about middle of the day, and I try to do anything I possibly can to keep everyone happy. So we custom fit drywall, we painted it, we got the speakers in. Every speaker in this room has acoustic treatments. We showed you guys the Dynamat that went into the front array. All 3 speakers are fully enclosed. I gotta be honest, people, the enclosure, to take a speaker that's not normally enclosed, to enclose it, it makes a hell of a difference. For me, it's night and day, and budget-wise, this theater isn't crazy. It's really not. But because we got everything enclosed, because we followed the Atmos guide, because we placed the speakers correctly, because we took into account a lot of things, spatial, aesthetic, acoustic parameters, everyone's happy in every way possible. It looks great and it sounds even better. I gotta be honest, this really does sound good. A lot of times, like, this theater pleasantly surprised me. It really did. And I try my best to recommend what is necessary. I don't like to oversell on anything, but certain things like acoustic treatments to enclose speakers that are not normally enclosed, this to me is not overselling, man. This to me is something vital and crucial to, get good sound or great sound. And not every time the homeowner will decide to go forth with my recommendation, but here and today, I'm very happy that they did, because it really, I mean, this theater would have been a totally different place if we didn't do the acoustic treatments for each and every speaker. And so the end result really is phenomenal. This is one of the better theaters I've built, and it's because I was allowed some of the budget and the input on the installation and the equipment itself. A lot of times people will get to me, they'll purchase everything beforehand, and then I can't edit or review or, sink my claws into it. But at my recommendation, we did this thing right. It really came out nice. I'm very proud of this one. So, what happened today? 5.1.2, full cal, SVS, Sony, and the Wire Ninjas all came together to build something special here in this basement. Yes, it's a multi-use room. And yes, we didn't spend $100,000 on equipment, but I gotta be honest, this place sounds phenomenal. It really does. I'm really proud of this theater. I hope you guys enjoyed. I brought you inside, literally showed you how and what we do. I try to be thorough. I gave you some tips on the Dynamat. That's something special I wanna bring to you guys. I'll do a whole separate video on Dynamat installation, cutting it to fit and size. I custom cut the stuff for this wall, or these walls, these speakers, but that's all I got. It's been 13 hours. I'm exhausted. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you need me, give me a shout anytime at Wire Ninjas. DM me. I can help you in any way possible. That'd be awesome. And of course, thank you to Dreamedia for bringing me to you guys. Peace and love. That's all I got.
Oh my gosh, is that the Dreamedia van in my neighborhood? What? Wait, Dreamedia, come back!